Welcome to the Mondo, our biggest tiny house yet. All right, so in this video, we're gonna quickly walk you through this 40-foot Mondo. So it's 40 feet long, 10 feet wide, and is the largest tiny house we've ever built. Actually, the largest tiny house you can build. And it's 2 bedrooms, both are downstairs sleeping. So there's some really interesting use cases for this tiny house. And so what we're gonna do is quickly go around the exterior, show you all the features, and we're gonna go on the inside. All right, so if you look over my shoulder here, you'll see where the roof line changes. That's actually where the difference between the 32-foot Mondo and the 40-foot Mondo. This is the second bedroom here, or in this particular situation, it's the people who own it as their office. So basically, if you took this and removed it, that'd be the 32-foot Mondo, but since we've added it, that's our 40-foot Mondo. So the siding that we use for all of our tiny homes is in metal siding, and it's a 50-year product. We love this stuff. We've moved over to it. We plan to keep it for the foreseeable future. It costs more and it takes longer to install, but we feel like it's worth it because it's maintenance free. You're not gonna be painting this in years to come. You're not gonna be caulking it. This is gonna be with you the life of the tiny house. And that's the reason we've gone with it. Plus it just looks nice. Now you can have the whole entire tiny house one color around the entire thing, or you can have an accent wall, which you see here. If you look at this picture window, it's 5 feet wide, 4 feet tall, and we recently switched over to these. We got a new manufacturer, and we love these because they're double pane, they're argon filled, so the insulation level is through the roof, and they're tempered, so very strong. And on the front there, when we go down the road, that's really good because if a rock hits it, it's gonna be still protected. When you get on the inside, you'll get a better idea of what it looks like when you're looking out. It's a really big view, so it brings the outside in. Again, we're always looking for ways to increase the quality and increase the level of satisfaction of our customers, so this is just one example of many. All right, so speaking of ways to get better and better, we recently moved over to these style jacks. And the reason we like these is because you can level up your tiny house really quickly with these, and just with these 4, believe it or not, that really helps with the bounce. And then later on, you could add piers if you want. We used to have the scissor jacks, didn't like them, you had to have a special tool. These are hand cranked, and they can withstand a lot of weight. So just another thing that I wanted to show you really quickly. As you can see, we're in the front of the tiny house. You can see there's another picture window here, and I wanted to show you really quickly this dual zone mini split. This is much larger than the other mini splits that we use in our other tiny homes. And the reason that is it's dual zone. There's one in the bedroom and in the living area. It goes from 120 volt to 240. And so you can see it's a much larger but very efficient mini split. So we quickly showed you all the features of the outside. Now let's go inside and take a look. All right, so now we're on the inside of the Mondo. We're in the living room. And as you can see, there's a ton of space in this, and there's a ton of natural light. So it's just kind of working our way around the room. You can see we have a couch here. You could do an L-shaped couch if you want. Coffee table, we have it staged. The door is full glass. And the people who bought this tiny house, this one's going to Mountain Haven, and they're work from home, and they're going to be using this tiny house a lot. So you can see they wanted us to build a loft above. That's an option. And the great thing about this, you could sleep up there if you want. It's not considered a fully sleeping loft, but there's tons of room up there. It's actually 10 feet long and it's 4 feet deep. So you could put a twin bed up there, no problem, have lots of storage or just whatever you need it for. On this area of the living room is what a lot of people consider the entertainment area. You could put your entertainment center here. We put an electrical outlet on the wall so you can hang your TV up there if you want. Right here we have it staged as a separate seating area. Again, this tiny house is as large as you can get for a tiny house, 399 square feet. Now you might be thinking this ladder is right in the way, but we actually built it to where you can quickly move this out of the way and stow it to a different area. So that way it's only there if you're using it. Now you can see we're in the kitchen area. If you go from one end to the other, it's about 12 feet long when you include where the refrigerator goes. Fully functional, tons of storage. You can even see we put down here at the bottom, we actually have an opening. And we've had some customers put their microwave there, they put an air fryer there, whatever it is you want. 4-burner cooktop, so you can cook lots of different meals. Huge stainless steel sink. This one happens to be a black stainless steel, which we really like that look. And there's double windows, so whenever you're sitting on that end or if you're cooking, you can look out, lots of natural light. When you look up above, you'll see that there's 2 pitches in this, and that just makes it a little bit more interesting. And we use a special type of roofing or ceiling material in our tiny homes, and it's a composite material, so that way you don't ever have to worry about staining it, sealing it buckling or anything like that. It's a special way that you hook these up to the wall the way you install them. So we really are glad that we moved over to that material. So while we're in the kitchen, it's worth noting that you see multiple things going on here. There is a butcher block countertop. You can do a white quartz countertop if you want. You notice the color of these cabinets, these are a black color. There's multiple different colors you can use. The sink is a black, you can have a stainless steel sink if you want. The same is true with the fridge. There's multiple different colors of fridges. And speaking of the fridge, we recently changed the layout. It used to be where you could only have a 10.1 cubic foot fridge. Now you can go up to much bigger, a full size fridge. There's enough room down there because we changed the layout just a little bit. So when you buy a tiny house from us, there's many things that you can customize to make your home yours. So this is our biggest bathroom. As you can see, this is a very large bathroom, especially by tiny house standards. As you can see here, we have a floating vanity that's on the wall. And the reason we do that, you don't have to have that, but we like it because it creates space underneath to put your trash can, extra storage, beautiful light above. You could do a hanging medicine cabinet here if you want with storage. Lots of ideas, lots of options. You can do shelving above the toilet. Speaking of the toilet, this is a flush toilet. Now, if you live off grid or if you want this somewhere, just like with all of our tiny homes, you can put a compost toilet in there, and those really work out well. A lot of people like those, some people don't. We have a 4-foot long shower, and recently we made the change to where if you want a 4-foot tub, you can have that instead. That's an option. And one other option in the bathroom is the tile. So we use PVC tiles that are interlocking and they're completely waterproof. We love those, and you can pick from 4 different colors. So again, one more option you can have to make your tiny house yours. This bathroom also comes with a humidistat that kicks on once the humidity reaches a certain level based on what you set it at. But as you can see, very, very functional bathroom, lots of room. And we also have pocket doors, and there's 3 pocket doors in this tiny house, and we'll show you the other 2 in a few. But yeah, very, very functional tiny house bathroom. So now we are in the master bedroom, and it's hard to believe we're in a tiny house, right? This is 10 feet wide and 10 feet long. Right now we have this stage with a queen size bed. You could do a full or a twin, totally up to you, depends on your situation. Plenty of room. You could do another storage area over here. We have another outlet on the wall, so if you want to hang a TV up there while you're laying in bed. And one option that you see here that's really nice are these picture windows we do. They're 5 feet wide and 4 feet long, and we actually have one on the other end of this tiny house as well, which we'll show you in a second. In the front of the bedroom, there's actually a washer and dryer hookup, and then moving back, there is a closet here. So fully closable, and you can kind of close that up if you want. Now, this tiny house has multiple zones for the mini split. So there's one in here, and then there's one in the living area, and then in the other bedroom, there's a really nifty little gadget that we decided to put in. So just like the bathroom, this bedroom has a pocket door, so if you need privacy, you can just kind of slide that shut. Just so you know, the master bedroom is on the front of the tiny house. So if you were towing this down the road, this would be the front. And so now we're going to go on the exact opposite side of the tiny house, and that is where the second bedroom is, which is an option. All right, so now we are in the second bedroom of this tiny house. Again, if you buy a 32-foot Mondo, this bedroom would not be here. This is just the addition that turns it into 40 feet. So you have 10 feet wide and 8 feet long. Now we have this stage as an office because that's actually what it's going to be when it goes to our tiny house community, Mountain Haven, which is in Floyd, Virginia. As you can see, they have a huge picture window here, and the way this tiny house will be backed up to the woods at Mountain Haven, they'll be able to see the woods below. So it'll be a beautiful view here. But again, this is a second bedroom, so it could be your office or your bedroom. You could have it set up to where there's a bed, a desk. You could even put another closet in here if that's what you want, an optional closet. So there's lots of different use cases for this second bedroom. It's just nice to have that extra room if you need it. So these picture windows, I can't stress enough, really do a good job of bringing the outdoors in. If it's in your budget, I would highly recommend going with one of these large picture windows because it really opens up the space. So earlier in the video, I mentioned that we have a nifty gadget in this particular room to control the cooling and the heating, and it's this right here. The way it works is it borrows hot or cold air from the other room and brings it into the room. As you can see right here, we have a pocket door that closes. So if you have a guest in here, if you have children and they want to have their privacy, you can still control the temperature in here, and that's just done remote control, or you can actually touch this right here and increase the fan speed, and you can also increase or decrease the temperature. So just a great way to control the temperature in this room as well. All right, so there is the 2-bedroom, 40-foot Mondo. This is the largest tiny house you can get certified on paper. And this one again is going to Mountain Haven in Floyd, Virginia, our community. But it can be shipped anywhere. It can be shipped anywhere in the United States or Canada. And if you're interested in learning more, you can go to Tinyhouselistings.build or click the link to our website, and that'll take you directly to the Mondo page on our website in the description below. So that's the 2-bedroom, 40-foot Mondo. If you want to see the 1-bedroom, 32-foot Mondo, click here. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.